What's up, guys? Derek here, Fat Planet LP, and yes, as the title explains, this is the Alpha 6 teaser announcement.
Woohoo!
I have with me my beautiful wife, Mandy.
Hi, guys.
And Star Snipe from the Apocalyptic Studio.
Gucci.
Okay, Royal.
Again.
I think we got over the whole Gucci thing, didn't we?
I don't know. I think it might be a lasting thing.
I don't think Gucci is an official sponsor for 7 Days to Die.
One day. Yeah, you're right. They'll be sponsoring us by the end of this.
That's very true. You sound like you have a phone ringing in the background. You might want to answer that.
There is no phone, so.
Oh, okay.
You are mistaken.
No, I heard it. Mandy, you heard it too, didn't you? No, I heard a phone ringing. All right, whatever. So, Alpha 6, supposedly it's bringing a whole lot of new features. It's actually going to be a pretty big update.
Unlike the last few, which have kind of pissed me off.
Unlike like Alpha 4 and 5, where they've added like a B and I think maybe what?
maybe like a new
crossbow.
maybe like a new model for a rock even. Maybe they snuck that in.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a new rock in the desert somewhere next to the third cactus in the Alpha Quadrant. But
I'm pretty sure I've actually seen some pretty high-res dust particles as well. So they're really making big strides lately.
I have noticed that dust particles is pretty hard to get perfect. I mean, not one dust is the same, so you don't want to use the same.
Especially in the desert, because you need to differentiate between sand particles and dust particles. So it's just mind-blowing the work they have to go through.
It is. I mean, because there is dust in the desert. People don't realize that. They think it's just floating sand, but there is dust in the desert, folks. It's there. And 7 Days to Die, being as awesome as they are and as attention to detail, they put that in the game. I don't know if you've noticed that. There is dust floating in the desert. So
but maybe you haven't noticed because, I mean, they are sure to communicate 100% of their development ideas as they're going. It's not like it's been a month or two since the last update. So.
Which is a good thing. I mean, I'd rather the updates come slower and have more action-packed stuff in it.
But
I'm okay with that. But yes, it would be nice, being that it's an alpha, to kind of communicate with your alpha testers a little bit more, you know? A little bit. But anyway, let's get on in discussing what these new features are. Supposedly there's going to be a new metal forging system. What do you think all that's about?
I think you can no longer craft ore magically into ingots.
You think it's going to be some sort of like a furnace or a forge type thing that you got to do?
I'm guessing it's just going to be like a furnace, and then you just throw some coal in there, and bang, you have some stuff.
Anvil.
That's what I'm thinking. It would be nice to have almost like that Minecraft feel where you actually have to find coal before you can start actually making your tools. That's going to be neat. I wonder if they're going to do some sort of like a surface type coal or something to counteract that, because you can't really dig with your hands. I mean, you could, but it's going to take forever.
Well, it says forging system, so it might have, like, if you're trying to make anything out of metal, or like weapons out of metal, you might not just be able to craft it. You might actually have to use like a workbench or something like that.
Yeah.
Or that would make sense.
Or like an anvil.
That would make sense. That way you can't just stop in the middle of the desert and go, oh, that's right, I need to craft me a new machine gun, or I need to craft me a new pickaxe.
And you can't just pull like an oil barrel out of your ass. No, you actually gotta... Exactly. It's gotta come from somewhere.
Well, I mean, I do all the time in real life. You know, if I run out of gas on the side of the road, I just pop it right on out and I fill my tank. Saves me a lot of money in gas, I'm telling you that. Saves me more money than switching to Geico. So that's neat. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to add a little bit more challenge to the game, I think, because once you actually get like a base built up, I mean, you're pretty much protected until you start starving, unless you already got a farm going, and then you're good. I mean, you could literally live like in a 5x5 hole and have like 3 spaces of farm, and you're good.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. So supposedly the world is going to get a lot bigger. So the map is going to expand. They haven't really touched into any detail as to when the new randomly generated worlds and stuff like that is going to be. This is not what this is. It's just going to be an expansion on the current map of Navsgain. I'm really excited about that because that means new points of interest is going to be added into the map as well. So what was that new one? Was it Gravestown, or something like that was added?
Yeah, Gravetown. That was the old one.
And then that avenue, Husker Avenue, I think was new too. The with the mansions and stuff that was added in on the last one.
So pretty much it'll just be like less like there's gonna be more stuff to do and less like sparsely like separated stuff and just like
Okay.
walking down roads.
That's what it sounds like. So we're definitely going to have some new areas to discover. Obviously, Chris and I are probably going to have to maybe move our base or something like that, or at least go check the areas out. A lot of us have been getting kind of, I wouldn't say completely burnt out, but we're just getting kind of huffy and puffy about it because, I mean, it's the same old thing over and over again. And we don't want to bore you guys to death with continuous episodes of sitting in the base going, well, today we're going to put in a wood floor and install window blinds. Like, there's nothing fun about that.
Today we're going to show you how to correctly interiorly design your bedroom.
Yeah, the apocalyptic redesign of the post-apocalyptic design for your living room. Yes, that would be good. Well, not only is the map getting bigger, not only is there new points of interest, but now there's going to be a snow biome.
I mean, with the way it's been snowing in Chicago lately, it's about time to add that in because, I don't know, it's fitting, I guess, because we're kind of buried under like a foot of snow, 40-degree wind chill, negative 40-degree wind chill outside, so it's fitting.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Well, 2 hours south of you, we're under like 6 feet of snow, and we have like negative 130 wind chill. So we've got you beat. When I was on my way home from work today, it was a whiteout. I was following the taillights in front of me. It was quite scary for about 20-something miles. It took me an hour to get home. It sucked.
Damn.
Yeah. At least in Chicago, at least you've got buildings like nearby to where not only is you blocking the wind, but you can still at least somewhat circumnavigate like you're going around it. So you can somewhat navigate where you're going. Not out in the open, not in the highway. That was scary, man. But anyway, the new
It's called the Windy City.
Do what?
It is called the Windy City.
Yeah, not the snowed-in city, but, you know, hey. New snow biome is great. So with the new snow biome, there's going to be, of course, new snow zombies. Kind of wondering what they're going to look like. Maybe Yetis or something like that.
What I'm wondering is, I don't know if this is like... There's two possible routes. One, they're actually adding new zombies, like actual new zombies, like new types that are going to be specific to snow. Or it might just be a reskin of everything, which would kind of piss me off a lot.
That would be very cheap of them. I hope they would not go to that level to where they're just going to reskin them. I mean, the dogs were a nice addition, although they're a pain in the ass.
The, bees.
Yeah, the bees were okay. I hope they retexture it. I'm not a big fan of the gigantic flying bumblebee. If it looked more like a wasp, I think it would be more scary, but...
Spider zombie, probably the best zombie they added.
I do like the spider zombie. They need to redo the crawler. That thing is so derpy looking. Like, it's not even scary. I mean, it literally looks like some lazy drunk guy crawling to your feet. I mean, it's not scary at all.
You know
it gives me flashbacks. I just, ugh.
You know what would be cool is if there's like a normal zombie and you aim for like the legs or something, it can actually shoot off the legs and then it becomes a crawler from that.
That would be neat. To just transform it into a crawler just from shooting it. That would be awesome.
And then
or have like headless zombies. Well, no, because if I shoot
that's kind of
zombie
OP.
in the head, yeah, I would want it to die at that point. I wouldn't want to shoot the arms and legs and head and torso and here comes a heart flopping down the road. Let's shoot at it. No, I wouldn't want that. You're right. But no, the crawling zombie would be completely awesome. And it definitely it has to have the legs missing. Otherwise, why is it crawling? What'd it do? Break its legs? You're telling me you still can't walk? You're dead. A broken leg ain't gonna stop you. You're a zombie. You have half your head missing. I mean, good God.
Well, the thing is, if there's no structural support to actually support the legs, it can't exactly walk.
Oh, it's gonna walk. I guarantee it, because it's probably gonna take its bone and it's gonna, it's gonna come up with something. I don't know what.
Those crafty zombies will come up with something.
They will. They're crafty little things. I'm telling you. But that's pretty much everything that's going to be included that they've mentioned. They do add many more updates. Now, what that means, who knows? Maybe some more recipes. There is still some missing stuff in the crafting menu that people are still adding to the XML files. So hopefully they will update that a little bit more. Hopefully, I mean, is there anything technically that you want to see that hasn't been announced yet? Because I know we're still waiting on the updated crafting systems. We're waiting on skills and XP. We're waiting on stealth. We're waiting on all this promised stuff, possibly NPCs, drivable vehicles, randomly generated worlds, that kind of stuff we know we're waiting on. But is there anything that you want to see, Star?
Anything that's like been promised or anything else? Like just kind of.
Well, I mean, anything that's been promised, I would naturally assume they're going to include in the game anyway. But is there anything that hasn't been mentioned that you personally would like to see in the game?
It's actually something kind of cool. I was just thinking about it. It's like, I don't. Do you know the game Dead Island by chance?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you know how like you can like chop off their limbs and stuff?
Yeah.
So kind of further on the crawler idea. So instead of like just if you like shoot off their legs, it becomes a crawler. You can shoot off its arms and stuff.
More realistic injuries is what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think that actually be pretty cool. And then
I think that would be cool too.
And then by the end of it, you could probably have a zombie that's like that. The knight from Monty Python. It'll just be "'tis a flesh wound."
True. Mandy, is there anything you want to see? You're pretty new to the game still, but
Yes, I am pretty new to the game still, but I think more of the survival. I think with the snow biome, they should definitely have it where you could possibly die from freezing.
No, that's a good point.
Oh,
That is a good
idea.
point, yeah.
And maybe
Or
actually,
dehydration in the desert.
the desert. Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to add that you like dehydrate faster in the desert. That'd
That
be a
is
cool
a good
idea.
point. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would add more onto that survival aspect. Yeah, because I mean, right now the only thing you're worried about is food and water, and then a zombie biting you. I mean, you got literally 3 threats, and that's it. Once you master the 3 threats, I mean, what else is there? You know,
Exactly.
but if there's dehydration, I think they should add like some rust elements in there. I think we should be able to craft clothing and stuff like that. So that way, when if we get our clothes wet, all of a sudden, hey, guess what? You're wet. So now you don't retain your warmth. So when it starts getting dark out, if you're not around a fire source or something like that, all of a sudden you're starting to get cold. So now you actually have to craft new clothes or something. I mean, that would be really neat. That's a good idea.
Hyperthermia.
Yeah.
And the possibility of getting sick.
Yeah.
And that would slow you down.
Yeah. I
That would
like
be
that.
Interesting.
That's neat. That is neat. I like that because I know what game am I thinking of when if you eat
A rotten banana, you get sick or something. 'Cause that's DayZ.
Is that DayZ? Well, yeah, okay, it's DayZ. I think it's Rust too. If you eat like the raw chicken or something like that, you start vomiting and you lose all your not health, but
So pretty much
yeah.
just like other survival games.
Well, definitely, yeah. I mean, think about it. I think the food that's spawned in the world that's not like canned stuff. Well, of course, you know what? I've never really came across any food that's not canned stuff. So
The
I think,
bunny and deer.
yeah. But what I think would be neat is if I know they're going to add NPCs and stuff like that later on in the game. But what would be neat is if you open a refrigerator, you see your everyday food items like bananas and stuff like that.
But some of them are like rotten or something.
Exactly, yes. And you could take the bananas as a last resort. If you don't eat them in time, they rot.
Fruit
Certain
trees.
foods could be, more potent and could attract zombies towards you. I think they should add some sort of a weight system, so the more you're carrying, the slower you are. So either you travel light or you travel heavy in groups and hope you can protect yourself. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to see, yeah.
Maybe even like other games where you can expand your backpack by finding bigger ones.
Yeah, because you do
Yes.
find backpacks on the ground, so why would you not be able to pick it up?
Yeah.
I think that would be neat.
And then also
And they should
something that I really want to see is like because it's kind of with Gravetown where you see some like big kind of taller buildings, but I want to see an actual city or like an area that actually has big buildings that aren't wrecked.
Yeah, like skyscrapers and stuff like that.
Well, they said they were going to add some stuff like that in, but I mean, who knows?
Because like that's the one thing that like most survival games don't have. I know DayZ might have like a couple buildings in it, but most survival games like don't really have like that
Big
city.
cities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be neat. I think I would rather be nervous. Like, if they have a skyscraper, like, what if I get too high and the structural support's not good?
Yeah.
And I step in the wrong spot, boom, all of a sudden I fall through the floor and injure myself and break my leg. Now, all of a sudden, I'm slow as crap until I can mend my leg and get it fixed with bandages and stuff like that. That would be neat to see.
Definitely would be.
If your health bar gets low, you should slow down.
Yeah. I think it would be more realistic to make it more of an injury rather than your actual health level. Make it injury related. I mean, if I hurt my leg, I'm obviously going to walk slower. If I hurt my arm, I'm not going to walk slower.
But you might you might be less efficient with like pickaxing or hitting zombies.
Exactly. I think they should take out the actual life or the degradation to the pickaxe and replace it with some sort of an injury system. So the more dehydrated you are, well, I mean, it is implemented, but it's not implemented enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be nice to see it more realistic, But anyway, that's our thoughts, that's our ideas, and that's the announcement for Alpha 6. I hope you guys are just as excited about it as we are. I know over here at Fat Planet LP, we are definitely going to start up an Alpha 6 Let's Play as soon as Alpha 6 is released. That's why you haven't seen any new 7 Days to Die yet, because we want to, well, we kind of want to keep that anticipation up a little bit. So as soon as Alpha 6 is released, I guarantee you we're going to have some more episodes flowing out. Star, I'm pretty sure you're probably going to start a series too as well, aren't you?
Yeah, people can definitely, the first thing you can look forward to is me going over all the new stuff, because that's always what I do when a new update comes out. Just going to go over everything, what's in it, try to showcase it in a video, and after that, I'm probably going to start a series, and because I'm so bored of 7 Days to Die, probably what my sole goal is going to be to mostly survive in the snow biome, because it'll be new, it'll be a challenge, and I'll get to see the snow zombies more often if they only spawn in the snow biome, which is how it's going to work, I'm guessing.
Maybe you can build an igloo.
I will build an igloo.
Maybe they'll have a new ice block. You can build some igloos or something. That would be awesome. You can be the Eskimo, have a little fire outside, have like a deer hanging over it. I look forward to that. I'll be watching your Let's Play on that. Anything else you want to add, Mandy?
I think they should also add a foraging system.
They're going to.
That's what they're doing in the...
That's what they're doing right
now. Oh,
now.
foraging. Oh,
okay. Yeah. Oh, the ability to replant, like, trees and stuff like that. And
oh, yeah, that's actually...
I've noticed they don't have any fruit trees.
No, you're right. There is no fruit trees. I'm kind of shocked.
All you can do is starches.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough food. I mean, it would be nice to have other food options, but yeah, to be able to pick an apple or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then have it give just as much as, say, like a potato or something does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be neat. I want the ability to replant trees.
Yeah, I was about to add, they do need to add that in, because eventually, if you think about it, you will run out of wood in 7 Days to Die, because there's only so many trees. Albeit there is a lot, it's still a limited amount. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, trees.
Well, of course, there's a challenge of, how long does it take the tree to grow and all that. But, I mean, if corn can grow in a day, I mean, why can't a tree grow in a couple days? Yeah. I guess we'll find out. But that's getting toward the end of this announcement. Like I said, I hope you guys are really excited about it. We're thrilled. I am more than likely going to be having my wife join us on the new Alpha 6. So it's not going to be just Chris and I. My wife will join us, and I hope you guys are excited for that, because she's been watching all of our Let's Plays. She's been watching Star Snipe and Cage, and she's really excited over the whole 7 Days to Die. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. She's going to be a pretty cool addition. Have a female perspective of 7 Days to Die, the zombie apocalypse, the female mind. Scary stuff. I guess we'll have to wait and see how that goes.
Kill the guys off.
That's nice. Until then, you guys take care. This has been Fat Planet, Star Snipe, and my wife Mandy. You guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.